Hi, I'm Chris Elston, and every week I'll be bringing a new indie comic review by way of fan movie casting. Hope you enjoy. A rogue demon is on a quest to kill God while causing a bloodbath on Earth in 1991. Satan has recruited the notorious serial killer Ed Gein to track down the demon, and in return he is promised to be reunited with his dead mother. Can Gein carry out the mission? And is all what it seems? Find out in Ed Gein, Demon Hunter. Ed Gein, Demon Hunter. Written and created by Lucifer Storm, Pencil and Aches, Christian Rossi, and edited by John Wakefield. This book has it all. It has gore, horror, little comedy, a little heart, a real-life serial killer, and lots of monsters. I really believe the right person for this job would be Ryan Murphy, who's a phenomenal director, and he's directed a lot of stuff for the small screen, like Glee, Nip Tuck, American Crime Story, and of course, American Horror Story. So I believe he definitely has what it takes to handle material like this, especially coming off of American Horror Story, where he's done the serial killers in fictional settings before. So I think he would kill the job of Ed Gein. Now, as far as the writing aspect of it goes, I want to bring him back, and I'm also going to bring his frequent collaborator, Brad Falchuk, who they've worked on all of the previous projects together. And Falchuk himself is pretty good with doing horror and comedy. He did, writing on the Scream Queens TV show. So those guys could definitely get, the feeling and vibe of this book, which is, again, it's got a lot of humor to it, believe it or not. And that was really surprising, but it works. And it also made Ed Gein relatable to a point. I know that's kind of not the best way to say it, but he's definitely a human in this book. Now, on that note, the guy who could play that role and pull it off very well would be Jon Hamm. Yeah, he's a little bigger than what Ed Gein was, I believe, but Jon Hamm, I mean, his resume is pretty good too. He's very charismatic, as we know from like Mad Men, but he also gonna play that bad guy too. So I think he could definitely get that, find that medium to pull off Ed Gein in this setting. So definitely him. As far as the DP goes, I'm gonna go with Phil Farmette. He's worked on a lot of Rob Zombie stuff, most notably Halloween remake and Devil's Rejects. And he's really good with he showcases gore in a very beautiful way, and it's very grimy. The whole world is grimy and just raw. And since it takes place like early '90s, and again, there's a lot of gore and stuff in it, I think he really could capture the feel of this book very, very well. Now we're on the subject of Rob Zombie stuff. Tyler Bates, who was his composer for Halloween and Devil's Rejects, I think would do a great job at doing the soundtrack or the score for this particular movie. Now, again, aside from those, he's got stuff all over the place. He's done Killer Joe, the William Friedkin film, which was that was kind of a gritty crime type movie. He's done, Guardians of the Galaxy, John Wick. He's done it all. So he can do action, he can do horror, he can do comedy, all of which are in this book, Ed Gein. So I definitely think he's the right guy for the job. Now, as far as the costuming goes, I'm gonna go with Lou Ehrich. She's done all the work for, again, Ryan Murphy for American Horror Story, American Crime Story. And since this is a period setting and it does take like actual characters, from reality, I think she would do a good job of capturing that, as she's already done that already in the previous shows. Now, what's left is the effects, because there is a lot of gore, a lot of monsters in this thing. And who else but Greg Nicotero? And his list is just phenomenal. The guy can do it all. He can do monsters, he can do zombies, he can just do very simple, realistic effects like gunshots, amputee, stuff, all that. So I definitely think he would be the right guy to bring all of this together. So if you like that, if you like what I said, definitely check this book out. It's really a good read, and if you like horror and a little bit of crime, it's for you. In Hollywood, if you're listening, greenlight this movie. Make sure to click the link below so you can get a copy of Ed Gein Demon Hunter, and also sign up for his Indiegogo for issue 2. Also, make sure to sign up on Kickstarter for our upcoming book, Rabbit's Badass Song.